It's a game.
It was a bit. It was funny when the Cardinals did it. It was funny when a couple teams did it. Now everybody has to go. So fun.
What's wrong? I think because he is down.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Down.
It's gone. It's gone.
No, it's not gone.
No. Yes. You want to come to the south side
To just make the separate. And they sponsor that. It's probably what's going on. It's an RBI. Yeah, I've noticed that all look at prices, a change, Jack. All price range that's quick. All look as we go, as the is rising as well. Now that it's kind of gone the opposite direction, I'm going to get the word out.
I think it's like a Freudian thing. I think they're like, they can't ask Cub fans to go on the Southside bandwagon. Well, all right, come on, Jack. This is it.
And now you won't bring it up.
Bob's ticking,
to
Bob.
think about.
You want to be a Bryce Terang fan or a White Sox fan?
All I ask for is out of Jack. I want some consistency. I can't have the high scores. I don't know if I have it. The things are going great. I see it here every day, all the time, nonstop. There's a permanent picture up there. And on TV,
was doing well.
now that he's struggling, I never see it. And I happened to see the board the other day. I took a look at it and I said, no wonder we don't win. I mean, it's down to pedestrian level numbers now. I think it's like fifth on the team. And who's number one? Oh, you get a bill from as help, right? Yeah. The president is help. He is now the war. Oh, yeah. Oh,
He's at 3.4.
yeah.
I mean, these guys are good.
Yeah, he's one of the best. So
He goes down to fifth. You're going right.
I told you. I mean,
Well, he's tied for fourth with Sam.
I am not reporting.
No, I'm sorry. He's tied for third. It's Bush, Saya, and Nico are all in one six. Bush, Saya, they're tied for
Not good. Jack, you want to come on over?
Well, I'm not. No, but
Come on by. Your shirt.
the thing is, the reason I told you to ask the question is because people won't. But Cubs fans have just been so frustrated recently. And then you hear people like Megan on the south side right now. And they're elated with what's going on with their baseball team.
Listen, it's finally maybe our time. I got getting mad at us for it. We've been a punching bag forever.
Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be unpredictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. It's a running room. The 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And he missed it. No good. Kicker trying to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys. He couldn't do it. The Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners! The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, fall over in your seats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker over.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the left side. Got enough for the first. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll give it to him again. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got him there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Max going for the goal line. zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll try the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Made a defender miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnett.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Zings it complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback in his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Barnett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the returner goes down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Barnett. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Thanks to grab. Sweet cut there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throw.
Touchdown Sooners! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
Breaks into the open. He smashes his way through again. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He leaves it with his back. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this win. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Barnett. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Barnett. He's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to throw on third. Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Going to swing it on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know.